Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated every year on September 15th through October 15th. As Hispanics, we are united by our collective pride, and we keep a strong faith when it comes to moving forward to better our future.
Hispanic Heritage Month to me is a celebration of everything that Hispanic and Latino Americans have done to embrace the culture here, and anything that they've done to help increase awareness of what Hispanics have done to better life for anyone in this country.
The United States military celebrates our Hispanic people that served in our armed forces.
A celebration of not only our culture, but all countries that include our Latino traditions and families that come together to celebrate such things.
Hispanic Heritage Month was created by Americans, and it's like this month where they celebrate the contributions, history, and culture of Hispanic Americans to American culture.
Hispanic Heritage Month recognizes the many contributions, diverse cultures, and extensive histories of the American Latino community.
So it's very important because America has about a fifth of their population are Hispanic American people, and it's very important to expand diversity and make them feel like home and celebrate all their culture, the history, how they influence America like in their culture and ways of living. So it's very important for those people like me, to feel like welcome here. So I would say like it's a very good thing that Americans have done for Hispanic American population.
I think it's important just because we have to remember where we came. For me, I'm a huge family person, and I remember where my family came from. I'm so proud to say that I'm Cuban, and that my mom, when she was just a little girl, my grandparents left Cuba and came here and immigrated to the United States. And not a day goes by that I don't embrace my Cuban culture.
Hispanic Heritage Month is important because I personally have a cousin that served in the Navy.
It's a good reminder for everyone of our influence upon society, not only in music or in food or in necessary things such as that, but what have we have impacted in history and how we are as a presence in America or any other big country in the world.
They can celebrate it by looking back on their history, looking back in their family culture, embracing every bit of it. Even simple things like making a family meal that embraces their culture. Even in my family, my wife, who is not Cuban, will make Cuban meals, and being able to still celebrate that culture today in our family and in my young son, and letting him experience that food and that culture and carrying it on to the next line of our family. But it's extremely important.
Students can celebrate by discovering Hispanic American history, listening to talented Hispanic performers, and exploring different foods.
Well, we could celebrate it by eating a bunch of different Spanish food.
To devour a good multitude of Latin or Latino food, because man, we do a big impact there, I'm just gonna say.
They could try to join and meet people from different cultures and try to expand their knowledge on that culture. They could try and learn Spanish and try to communicate with them with their real language, their first language. And I would say, like, if you're a bit older, you can try to teach your kids about these different cultures for them to be like more open-minded and welcome these different diversities to their own culture as well.
I think that we all come from different walks of life. My family is half Hispanic and half, if you want to call it, general American. My mother is full-blood Cuban and my father is from North Carolina, and it was a great melting pot family to grow up in, and seeing those cultures come together is what makes me who I am today. We have to look back, we have to appreciate, and we have to remember who we are, who we want to be, and be thankful for all that we have.
To be Hispanic, it means to be brought together through a language and celebrate what makes you and your community unique. I will never forget where I came from. I will take pride in my name, and remember there is nothing that I cannot accomplish.
In regards to diversity, I mean, it's always good to get to know different types of cultures, you know, whether it be Hispanic or any other culture or ethnicity at your school, because we are a UMO family, so that's what we do here.
Well, Hispanic Heritage Month does say Hispanic, but to me, it's more about how minority groups in general have an impact on everything I would like for them to also share this time to celebrate with us because we all have some similar thing in our culture, and it's a good time for all of us to come together and just celebrate our influence.
Like, I would like them to know how important this is for Hispanic people, to feel welcome to their culture, and yeah, to feel like they are part of the American culture as well.
Te amo mi familia mucho y hasta pronto.
La vida es muy gozo.
Dale. Dale means like, okay, cool, bet, whatever you guys want it to mean, so dale.
Si puedes dudar, puedes a pensar, which means if you learn how to doubt, you learn how to think.
Vamos Trojanos. Let's go Trojans.